Hey, what's good, collective? Welcome into my channel. My name is Daniela, but I go by the name D. This is going to be a general collective reading, so taking what resonates, leaving the rest. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help support the channel. Try to be patient and watch to the end of the video. I highly recommend that, so you could experience and really get messages that are for you. You may be missing out on some sort of confirmation, some sort of clarifying um, sentence that needs to be spoken or that will align with you. So try to tune in to or hang on for as long as possible. It's like you're surviving something. Just try to watch it to the end, right? So you can get the messages to the full extent. Let's see what we got for the collective. What's going on here? Knock backwards. I don't know. It's one of those days. I was driving in the car. I was driving and bringing my whole can't speak. Bringing my children to school, and on the way home, the song "You're My Obsession." Dun, 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 dun. So I feel like someone's watching, while someone's watching over you. That because the song stood out to me. I hear that song all the time, and I just kind of dance and sing to it. Um, but I feel like there's some sort of obsession. Now, this could be you, or someone has like this secret obsession, or there's some sort of secret admirer that's kind of lurking within your energy, that's pulling on your energy. You know what? Let's do these. Let's do this. Kind of tune in and tap into it. So just kind of be not weary, because that's kind of a red flag word, I would say, but just be observant and be aware of your surroundings, right? If you don't know who this person is. And then if you're on some sort of platform, again, you never know who's watching you, the people that are watching you, right? What do we have for the collective, spirit? Great big love, obsession. I'm telling you, this is a secret admirer. Okay, drop the mic. That's it. That's the reading. There's an obsession. Someone is a secret admirer, and they are your great big love. They are your abundance. 26. Okay, they are an earth angel, heaven sent to help. When you come into union with this person, you are going to be uplifting humanity. That's why you've been going through so many trials and tribulations, because, oh, I got chills, confirmation, because you have been building your resiliency. And again, you don't know who's watching you, or watching your feed, watching whatever it is you post, watching you within your own neighborhood, okay? And I feel like many of us are kind of really being molded and shaped into our destiny through remembrance, but we're going through so many trials and tribulations, so many tests, that it's preparing us. That's the silver lining. It's preparing us, because we're here to uplift humanity. When lovers come into union, it shifts humanity. It shifts everyone that's around them. It uplifts, because love is the greatest transformer. Okay, so that's why you're always trying to be distracted. That's why they're always trying to fool you. That's why they're giving you a hard time. That's why you're getting picked on. That's why there's interference. That's why you're getting the trials and the tribulations, because love is the greatest transformer, and all who touch love bloom. That's it. And I mean real, genuine love. I'm not talking about superficial shit. That's how I want it to come out. Okay. Number 8, into me I see. And that's the thing. You're building character. You were building not the mundane character day to day. You were building spiritual character. Spiritual character is the grit. Okay, it's the resiliency, not giving up, getting through another day, growing through, overcoming the challenges, behind the scenes, energetic attacks, psychic attacks. We're all going through it, right? But knowing that we're all growing through the same thing unites us and should elevate us, knowing that we're not alone. You just kind of call out something about the lotus flower. Okay, this is standing out to me. I'll show you this card. And to me, I see the lotus flower, that you are blooming in the mud. And that is the preparation. It's like the warrior preparing for battle. Because this union is not a battle. It's going to elevate, and it's another 8 card, 8, 8. So this has to do with your abundance. This is tied to your abundance, or the next phase of your abundance. It is what it is. Number 6. That's it. It is what it is. And you see how that path is illuminated with stars, and there's this beautiful door. And in the middle, I thought I saw an owl in the reflection of 555 is significant as I look at the timer. Okay, so there's change. You can't change the past. It is what it is. Leave it there. But you could evolve into a version that has outgrown, that is outgrowing the past, that is aligning into what's destined for you. Like letting go of past pains, letting go of past hurts, letting go of the turmoil that people tried to cause you. Look, oh my goodness, look at that. And number 14, which is another 5, a beautiful uncaging. This person's coming in to unlock something. You are the key, or they are the key, and vice versa. There's this great big love. Look at these hearts. A great big love is a beautiful uncaging, because it's going to set you free. And love is the greatest transformer. Okay, true love, unconditional love, real love. It's radical acceptance of another. It's not trying to change them. It's trying to grow with them. It's holding space for them to grow into each version that they're going to become. And when you meet somebody and they match your signature, they match your frequency, that uplifts consciousness, that uplifts the collective consciousness. And we're all connected. Something about dragonfly. So there's huge transformation taking place. This kind of seems like a dragonfly. Like behind here, I don't know, I'm seeing a dragonfly. You could have a dragonfly tattoo. You could see dragonflies. Behind that is is bearing fruit. So something's coming into fruition. Earth magic, number 1. And then the oracle, dropping the T, right? Something about your magic, your gifts, your abilities to manifest Earth's magic and bear fruit is going to be unleashed. It's going to be unlocked because you found this great big love, or you're coming into union or an alignment. And again, this great big love doesn't necessarily have to be without of you. It is this great big love within. It is self-love. That's what this channel is about. It's about self-love. It's about growth. It's about evolution. It's about how we show up in the world, how we overpour, right? It's the impact we leave behind. You know what? Let's get straight to tarot. I'm kind of feeling this deck here. Dun, 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 I got the song in my head. You're my obsession. I'm telling you, there's someone that has a really big crush on you, and you are reflecting something within them that's allowing them to let go of something that they've been holding on to, that they didn't know that they were still hanging on to. Virgo energy, the Hermit. This is doing the shadow work, the healing work, letting go. It is what it is. Let go of what you can't control, because you've been holding on for too long. And now it's time to sing a different song. Sorry, I felt like I needed to rhyme there. and then we have Cancerian energy, moving forward, being victorious, the balance of the yin and the yang. You have conquered ground. Now it's time to move forward onto new ground. Aquarius energy with the King of Swords, Nine of Wands. This is the wise warrior. A lot of people say like the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, but for me it's the wise warrior, because you learn from your mistakes, you learn from those things that break you apart, you learn, so you become wiser for it through those wounds. Knight of Swords, taking action. There's a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For me, it's Aquarius. That could even be Virgo or Cancerian energy that's taking action, that has learned not to be so guarded. They want to come in with some sort of communication because they have been through some sort of rebirth. Like I was saying, you have made them see something that they were holding on to that was keeping them stagnant from moving forward, or you have allowed them, through your reflection of self-love, to gain some sort of insight. Scorpio energy, rebirth, to move on, to really move on from what is no longer serving them. And then underneath we have the archangel, and I had just mentioned an angel, an earth angel, Sagittarian energy. So this person coming in, like the alchemy, they could be a water sign, and you could be a fire sign, and that's that alchemical process into steam, right? It's the wind and the fire which ignites the flame. It's the yin and the yang energy. Let's clarify this great big love for the collective. What we got going on for the collective? Seven of Pentacles just came out, so it could have taken you a minute. You could have been going through some sort of growth process or back and forth for 7 years. This is even, for me, I don't usually read this card like this, but with this 7 here, we even have 5, 6, 7, 8 on the board, is the 7 chakras, right? Taking the time with each chakra that allows you to evolve, to grow, to align. Like, you've taken the time, you've done the work. Now it's time for a new beginning, a new leap of faith. And this time, you have your loyalty, but you also have the discernment of where you're stepping next. The fool isn't stepping into off the cliff. They're stepping because they know what is in front of them with full faith. And they have this rod and this knapsack, right? So it's kind of like you're not starting from scratch. You're starting with experience. And it's a change in perspective. Like, you've been hung out to dry for so long already. Piscean energy, the hangman, you've been hanged out to dry for 7 years. You could have been celibate for 7 years, and now it's time for a new beginning. You have brought some sort of enlightenment, this great big love. You are a highlighter to other people where they need to do the work, where you are the reflection for others to go in and see where they're lacking, where they're being stagnant, where they're being toxic. Let's clarify. Into me I see. Yeah, shocking revelation, the Tower card. One more, 2 more, please. Ask and you shall receive. Queen of Wands and the Sun card, Leo energy. Okay, look at that. The Tower, more Scorpio, Pluto energy, destruction, Aries even. Because it's the beginning, the destruction, the ending brings the beginning. It's an enlightenment. Into me I see. You're the highlighter. You stand in your power. You could very well be a queen of excuse me, thank you. You could very well be a queen of wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or strong fire sign, Leo here. Into me I see. By remaining in your power, in that self-love, with the sunflower could be of significance. You face the sun. No matter what you are going through, you always face the sun, knowing that there's always going to be brighter days, that everything has its cycles, the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the joy, the peace. But there's an awakening here. Into me, I see you stepping into your power, or this person's, you've allowed this person to step into their power. Clarify, it is what it is. Judgment, the high priestess. Wow. Okay. Judgment, high priestess, more Pisces energy. Judgment, I would say Aries, fire energy, a lot of fire. Look at that. And then the 8 of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. It is what it is regarding your work. Something regarding your work. Something regarding, or this is regarding your work. And it's a second chance. It is what it is. You couldn't accept it, or you weren't ready for it in the past. Or this person wasn't willing to put in the effort, taking self-accountability. But now they want to put in the effort. Now they want a second chance. It is what it is. Can we put the past behind us? But you're going to know whether or not you could trust this person and move forward. That's the truth underneath. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your knowing. Trust that inkling that you get when you're around this person. When they come back in, if they come back in to offer you something, they're going to take action, some sort of communication, some sort of action. And they want to put, I feel like this is, I want to put the past behind us and move forward, both in a new energy, both on the same page of self-love, showing up for myself. As I show up for myself, I'm able to show up for you. How you show up in life is how you show up for others. If you do things half-assed for yourself, that's the effort that you put for others. And not always, right? Sometimes you're a people pleaser, sometimes you overpour, but that's not what we're talking about here. This is someone who does the inner work, is very in tune with themselves. And you could be you could have been in a period of isolation because you needed to change your perspective. Something regarding your work. Something regarding your work. You needed a change in perspective. You needed to see if it was your calling, if it was a great big love, if it came back, if it pulled you back in. Like the saying goes, if it's for you, if it's your calling, it'll keep calling. And that's exactly what the message is here. If it's your calling, it'll keep calling. The 7 of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Judgment. This is a shocking revelation, a shocking chance, a shocking meeting, a shocking surprise. They want to take a leap of faith because they have been enlightened. They want to put in the effort. This is a King of Pentacles, or this could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that's coming in. Doesn't have to be the case, but they could be very grounded, very solid, very stable financially. They're very well-spoken. They're very logical. They are someone where their word holds bonds and ties, and they mean what they say. Someone who could be very successful in business, letting go of what no longer works, now trusting yourself and moving forward and making better decisions. I'm going to leave it there. Wishing you all the best. Much love.